And we're back with more bonus video. This is probably gonna be the last one. We're gonna show off something else you get for finishing the game. We can enter Julius. Start a game with Julius. I was going to have a secret surprise thing where I pretended I didn't know that. But if the game's going to tell us, okay, enough of you. We begin the game as Julius, the vampire killer. He begins the game with double jump. He also has the slide and the kick. He can also Superman. He can also pretend that he's Superman and uppercut things. He is vastly more useful than Soma, who just wangs his head against the ceiling. He can also do this weird little slide invisible dash thing. We saw him get to use that. We get to use the vampire killer, the whip, and if we hold it, we can make it flail pointlessly. Good, we can do that. We also have the cross as our weapon. We can press R to change that to holy water. Press R again to make it an axe. Press R again to do something silly. We'll do something silly when there's actually things to do something silly too. As you noticed, there is just the game with Julius. He has an absurd amount of HP for level 1, but that's the point. He can only be level 1. Yes, this is hard. This is not exactly hard mode, because you are more than equipped to fight people. Oh, and you can walk underwater already. Another thing that Julius has on top of Soma, because he can explore the entire game by himself already. So, that's the thing. You can kind of speed run the game very, very easily as Julius by comparison to Soma. Because Julius doesn't even need to fight the bosses. He can just run right to go fighting Graham. We're gonna actually fight a couple things. See, you can activate his silly big cross thing too. It's super useful. It's one of his best abilities. It consumes a lot of MP. Now here's the question. What do we do? Should we go fight Graham and try and finish this in one video? Finish Julius mode in one video? That would be silly. Let's try it. It's totally possible. As you beat bosses, you gain attributes, meaning you hit harder, you have more defense, and you have more MP. But you never gain more HP. You're stuck at 800 for the entirety of the game. Because Julius doesn't believe in getting more health, he's already quite healthy as is. I can almost guarantee if I go fight Graham now, I will die, but that won't stop me from doing it. So let's go try to find the path to Graham, and then go kick him in his vampire face. That's a little trick you can do with Julius. If you hold the B button if you attack, you can get a second little cheap shot in when the whip falls limp. Because even if the whip falls limp, it only just slaps them for the tiniest of seconds, you still deal full damage for the twirl. So you can cheat and kill these early enemies in one shot that way. Provided that your whip spin could kill them off. But this is Julius mode. Julius can do everything. He's great. But he is not Richter Belmont, therefore he cannot slide jump. We're just going to ignore every enemy because Julius doesn't have to fight the enemies. He doesn't feel like it. That was him wanging his head against the ceiling. It happens. Let's see. How close am I to, See how far into this game we are already. I think the problem I'm having beating the maids is going to be a bad sign if I want to go find Graham. Don't you? Let's try it anyway, because I have no respect for anything. Excuse me, witch hallway. I have more important things to do than bother with any of you. We're gonna go fight Graham. Let's see how this works out. If requested, I will do a full Julius playthrough. Of course, the full Julius playthrough will just be the regular game, just in Julius mode. Meaning it will be 10% more awesome than if we did it with Soma. and also about 20% harder. Ow. See, we're absolutely getting savaged by these enemies. Graham will be fun. Oh, and Julius has no way to heal, meaning when I die in a mere moment, we're just going to be dead. Looks as if Julius will not defeat Dracula today. But that was Julius mode. It's silly and it's quite fun if you actually invest the effort into playing it. You can also do boss rush mode as Julius. Julius is a fun character to play, and I'm glad that they put him in this game. Every Castlevania should have a Belmont, and this one's is Julius, the one wearing a trench coat. So I hope you enjoyed this little bonus video. We couldn't get to Graham because I didn't think we could. I was trying to speedrun that shit. It didn't quite work. But anyway, next time we'll be back with something completely non-Castlevania related. So I hope you guys had fun with this. I'm Rain K, and I'll see you guys next Let's Play. Rain K.